All right, there it is. Light number 104. The last one out of that batch that I got. So you can imagine how big of a pile that was if you had 104 of these all together. It was quite a few of them. So the only way I made it work is I brought them home about 20 at a time and just broke them down the back of the truck on the tailgate, just cut them down into smaller pieces so I could store them up. And I took some stuff to the scrapyard right away. But I saved this one for last, just so I could show you what it looked like taking it apart. Now, the good news about these things, there's a lot of salvageable materials in there. So this stuff is all, well, they've been calling it a few things, but mostly they call it old aluminum. And that's the cords off of it. I've taken a few in already, but that's most of them. Let's see, over here somewhere, yes, in there. Those are all the brass lamp shells flattened out. About 3 or 4 pounds of those, so that's a little bonus. This is all the wire from inside the fixture. I'm not sure, 20 or 30 pounds there in that. And the rest of the housings. And, of course, one batch of transformers. And I've got the rest of them over there on the bench. So we'll take this guy apart. Then tomorrow, the next day, I'll take in all the miscellaneous items to the scrapyard, cash those out. And then I'll start taking these transformers apart at my leisure. I should be about 450, 500 pounds of copper when I'm done. Which, depending on the prices, should be a nice little shot. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so let's dissect old 104. First thing I want to do is get this hook off the side here. That was quite an annoying thing. If you're trying to load these things, I'm like jabbing myself with that. Well, that goes into the aluminum bucket. Now, next off, can't really see it, but on the back here, there's a clamp that holds the lens in. And, of course, that one has to be metric. For my screwdriver. If I can get it out with a screwdriver. Of course, I just had the screwdriver somewhere, but this may do here. There we go. So then these little clamps here hold the lens in place. And the shade pops off. So the shade is the biggest hassle to get rid of because of the glass. But Just took all the glass out of the frame, and then I've got some left here. I'll just take it up to the dump. They'll take it at the dump. They just charge you for it, of course. Because this is only going to be one, I'm just going to leave it in the frame and take it up there. And we'll get rid of the light bulb. So these they take at the recycling center, I just have to drop them off. Now, next thing we'll do is get this bracket off. I was taking these apart in bunches. I had the tools better organized. So just went through it kind of methodically, one step at a time. So this bracket could have been prepared steel or something like that, but I don't know what it's going for. Say $150 a ton, 7.5 cents a pound, didn't really make it worthwhile for the amount of these I had. So I just got rid of those. So the next thing, we just got to take this lamp holder off. The lamp holder stays. We just got to take the shield off. So, and then a little bit of work on that. This becomes aluminum sheet. So that's the lamp holder with the brass shell. A little persuasion. And we'll just cut all this wiring off from inside. This is all the loose wire that I have in that barrel. And from this. That's the cord. Now that metal clip doesn't want to come off there that easy. It takes a bit of persuasion to get that off. Aluminum housing. And this, I'll take some bolts out here to get at this. But, oh, it takes a couple of seconds. So this one has had the ballast replaced at some point. So it's a slightly different sized nut in there. So just these caps actually surprised. Usually these are aluminum, this is metal. Just chucking that in the metal pile. A little bit of all around to hold the cap in. This is all aluminum. So this is the rest of the aluminum housing. There's gasket in there. So I just run around with the screwdriver. Pop that off. Clean housing. And we're down to the last denominator. Now, will be copper. Yes, that's the copper. What we're after all along. So that was basically what I have to do 104 times. Like I say, I just have to break this down a bit more. Doesn't take long. Get that clamp off of the cable. So there you have it. How I turned 104 lights into a bunch of transformers. Hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.